One of the most confusing and painful things in life is when a woman leaves a good man, and this happens more often than you can think. The truth of the matter is that the fact that you're a good man is not always a guarantee that a woman will stay with you forever. This is sad, but it's a reality of life. And this video is not for you to hate women and label them as evil, but to bring you clarity. And that is why I'm going to break down 4 reasons why a woman will leave a good man and what you can do to avoid being in that position. Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Wendyzeal and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're talking about why women leave good men. So without further ado, let's just get into it. One of the first reasons why a woman would leave a good man is because she doesn't picture you in her future. She doesn't see you in her future. Remember, like I always say, women are future oriented. From a very young age, we're already trying to envisage our future. Okay, when I grow old, I'm going to marry a certain kind of man. I'm going to live in this kind of house. I'm going to have this kind of life. You know, these are fantasies that most of us as children had. And the moment she thinks that you don't fit in that future, she might leave you, and it doesn't make you a bad person. You can be a good man, you can be a good provider, you can be everything good, and yet she would leave. And that's why you can be dating a woman for 6 months, 1 year, or even 2 years, and the day you pop the question, the day you ask her to marry you, she decides to say no because she doesn't picture you being her husband and being in her life for the long term. One time, someone who is very close to me proposed to a lady he has been going out with for a very long time, and she said no because in his wildest imagination he never thought that she was going to say no, but she rejected his proposal. And what is her reason? Her reason is that, yeah, she is the last born of her family, and culturally she's not supposed to marry outside her tribe, I mean outside her language, and that was enough reason for her to say no to that proposal, even though this guy is a fantastic guy, is a good guy, but then she said no. So this is a typical example of a woman not seeing you in her future. And that relationship went on for like 4 years, you know, because these were undergraduate days and they were dating and all of that. And then she knew she wasn't going to marry this guy, but she enjoyed the dating phase and everything. So this is harsh reality. And that is why sometimes when you meet someone that you know that you're genuinely connected to, someone you're vibing with, it's important to ask some questions. You can randomly ask her if you're already thinking that, okay, this woman, she be my last bus stop. So you say something like, when we have like our 2 children, they'll be playing in our garden, you watch her reaction. If she encourages a conversation like that, then you know that, okay, she's already picturing you in her future. But if she dismisses it or ignores it, it's a sign that you should never ignore. Or anytime you talk about anything that is future oriented, she kind of just goes quiet. It means that she doesn't see you in her future, and is a sign for you to either stop or have a rethink about the relationship. Sometimes a woman would leave a good man just to test the waters. You know, it's so funny because sometimes you think that this man, he doesn't have everything I need, or maybe he's the first man she has ever dated, and she's like, is it only this man? Let me experience other people too now so that I won't even know how this whole thing is. And then she decides to leave a good man. And maybe in the long run, she decides to go and get along with another man. And sometimes she realized that, wait, hold on, no, this man is not as good as my ex. And then maybe she tries to warm back into your life again, and you now you're like, no way, you left, stay out. And she's now forced to manage whatever it is she has out there. Okay, so sometimes women will just leave a good man to test the waters. A woman who is inexperienced in most cases wants to just date other men. She wants to have other kind of experience apart from you. And the sad truth is that most times when she leaves, she might not be able to come back into your life again. And one way you can avoid being in a position like this is that as a man, you need to watch how a woman reacts to you. How appreciative is she towards your gestures? When you do something for her, how appreciative is she? How does she behave towards you? Is she just like, let me manage you now, let me do this one, and you're there being managed? You're seeing the signs, but because maybe you're so in love with this woman, you stay put. No, you don't manage. Nobody should manage you. You don't manage anybody. Nobody should be managed. It's either you're in this or not. If you don't want it, if you're not feeling it, then leave. She's not showing satisfaction or dissatisfaction. No, she's just there. Just being there is not enough. So you need to watch her reaction, especially when it comes to her appreciation of the things you do for her, because it shows that she is either satisfied with your actions and the relationship or not. And when I talk about appreciation, I'm not talking about monetary aspect, even though that's important. If you have, Don't be stingy. Give to your woman. But I'm talking about other gestures, how you relate with her friends and her families, how appreciative she is about your gestures. It can be big, it can be little. So watch, pay attention to these little things. It's going to point you to the right direction. An immature woman is afraid of commitment. She is not matured enough to commit. She doesn't want to commit because commitment entails obligation. When you're committed to someone, it means that sometimes you sacrifice your time for that person because you want to stay committed to that person. When you're committed to a cause, sometimes you have to stay dedicated and focused to that cause because you're committed to that cause. When a woman is not matured, she is afraid of commitment. She doesn't want to commit to you. That is one reason why she would leave a good man. Let me give you a typical example. Maybe you meet a lady in a club, and because you met her in a club, of course, you guys continue, you go clubbing like maybe every 3 days, you go clubbing, you drink, you just, the jaye life now. She like to rock and roll. Fine. But then after a while, you realize that you want to start a family, you want something more committed, you want something more tangible. And then you let her know that you ask her out or you propose to her or whatever, but she pulls away. She's not ready to be your wife, she's not ready to be accountable. Because if she's committed to you, it means that she now has to be accountable to you. She can't stay out so late in the night. She can't go clubbing maybe every 3 days anymore. If you're going to get married to her, you can't be married to her and she's pregnant and she's going clubbing every 3 days. Or she has children at home and she's going clubbing every 3 days. Like, it's not going to be business as usual anymore. So if she's not ready to calm down, she's not ready to be matured, she might leave that relationship. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You're a good man, you want the best for her, but yet she's going to despise that because she's immature and she doesn't want to commit to you. And the fourth reason why a woman will leave a good man is because her attraction was superficial. She wasn't even really deeply connected to you. You were not even compatible to start with. Okay, when people say all these things, oh my God, when I see her, my body is just shaking, butterflies in my stomach, all these things, it's good to feel them, but it is not real. That is not deep connection. It's like maybe when you buy a brand new iPhone, when you're so, this is my phone, you want to experience and check out all the features and everything. Over time, you begin to experience diminishing return. Like, it's not as satisfying as it was from the first time. So over time, you begin to see the phone like normal phone. I just pick it, make a call and all. So that's the way it is with superficial attraction. If that attraction is not deep enough, if you're not compatible enough, then it's not enough. That is why oftentimes people will say love is not enough. Yes, when they say love is not enough, it doesn't mean that love is not good, but you also need to consider other areas of life. Are you compatible? Are your beliefs about certain fundamental things in life aligned? Things like money, very important. Things like spiritual belief, things like religion, things like culture. Beyond all of the feeling, all of the excitement you feel, the new thing, the new woman. Oh, this guy is so handsome. Oh, this woman, she's so beautiful. She can cook. Do you agree about so many other fundamental things? This is very important because that is what is going to keep you together in peace. No matter how connected you are emotionally, no matter how much you enjoy the company of each other, by the time you begin to disagree about certain things about life, then that enjoyment is going to be reduced or become non-existent. Think about it. Where is this woman from? What does she believe in? Does she believe in my God? Do I believe in our God? Because whether you like it or not, these are the realities of life. Some people will say, I don't think about all this one. This one no matter. Let's just go. Let's just go. If you think that you're blinded by love and you get married, then marriage will be a reality check. Your eyes will open and you realize that it's not just about the feelings you have. It's not just about how the enjoyment is about other things. These ones are even more important. So are you compatible? This is the reason why a woman will leave a good man. And like I said, when people break up, it's not because both parties are so evil. It's not because the man is so bad. It can be that he's bad, fine. There are instances where the man is actually evil, okay, but then most times it's not even because the man is so bad, it's because they do not agree on certain things. And you can't really blame me for not agreeing with your ideologies. I don't have to agree with your ideologies. That is why the dating phase should be a time where you get to talk and understand each other. If somebody is not going to agree with your ideology, from the get go, you would know. If you're smart, if you're intelligent, and if you listen, that is why it's good to listen. When you're discussing with someone, don't always be at the forefront of the conversation. You're the one talking. Sometimes listen, especially when you want to get to know the person. So you need to understand each other and know that you're compatible. Although with all of this, it's still not a guarantee that you're going to be in marriage for forever, because people change, situations change, and people tend to want other things. But basically, these are the reason why a woman will leave a good man. These can be depressing, painful, and frustrating, but then it's good to understand that some people are just a part of the story. They are not the story. It might just be that that lady is supposed to be a part of your story. You were supposed to learn something from her that will strengthen your character and prepare you for the future. Because in life, the collection of all of our experiences all together makes us who we are, whether good or bad. I hope this video blesses you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you like this video, I believe you like this one on the screen. Click on it and I'll see you there. Cheers.